to a belated episode 44 of Character Unlock. It's been 6 weeks since we put an episode out.
6, 5, 6, maybe. I don't know. They're kind of merged together a little bit.
It's been one just long ball ache for the last month or so. I should kind of apologise. It is my fault that we haven't had a podcast we've missed a couple of episodes. Just shit at home and shit with being a grown up. Being a grown up sucks. I want to move back to my parents' house and I have no responsibilities, no bills, and, just nice and relaxed. I don't like being an adult.
Yeah, adulting sucks.
Being an adult is a massive, massive fucking pain in the ass. But yeah, it's just my fault. Sorry.
I mean, I did try to make an episode, but talking for an hour or any amount of time on your own is really fucking boring.
Yeah. I do kind of I fear those days where I go, don't worry, if you can't make it, I'll fly solo for an episode. And then I go, I don't want to fucking do that because I will not be interested. Just a crazy dude talking to himself for an hour about video games. That's not okay, and it's definitely not something you want to put out.
Nobody wants to listen to that.
No. So instead, they get to listen to us, the pair of us.
Hooray!
And just because we're just gonna skip everything. I'm not going to bother with the news because every bit of news I can find is a fucking E3 leak. And it's like,
yep.
It's our pre-E3 episode, so we're going to talk about that shit anyway. So there is no news, or there is no other news. Although
there is no news, only Zool.
Did you see the Red Dead Redemption pre-order box set things?
It's like an actual crate.
There's a £90 crate
for
Red Dead Redemption that doesn't have the fucking game in it. 90 quid with no game.
£90 for a crate.
Yep. 90 quid for a box. Rockstar, fuck you. Just fuck you.
People are going to buy it though.
I know.
Then spend another 50 quid on the game.
I'm pretty sure because I think it's a game exclusive in this country. And I'm almost certain I saw a thing on Facebook today saying that they'd sold out.
Yeah.
So
Lee's going to be happy about the existence of the fact that Game have another exclusive thing that's completely pointless.
He likes the steelbooks as well, and I think the steelbook is exclusive to Game. I may or may not have pre-ordered the steelbook.
Oh, you sad, sad man.
Wow. To be honest, right, I looked at the list of things you get with all the editions, and I'm pretty sure it's the steelbook edition. You just get a shitload of stuff for the single player, and that's all I want. I'm not going to be playing the multiplayer, not ever, because I didn't do Red Dead Online, I didn't do GTA Online, I won't be doing Red Dead 2 Online.
Oh.
I won't. When the fuck do I have time? I'm scared I'm not going to be finished that fucking game. You know what? There are games that are going to be announced next week. I still haven't finished their previous versions, even though I've been playing them since fucking November. When the fuck am I going to have time? Sorry?
You mean Tomb Raider, yeah?
I mean fucking Assassin's Creed.
Oh yeah, that too. Fucking... I haven't even started Assassin's Creed, but I probably should play it before they release the next one.
This is my point. I'm like, what do I do? So, yeah. But yeah, Red Dead Redemption, Rockstar know how to milk money out of their audience, man. What the fuck? 90 quid for a box of shit. It's basically a Red Dead Redemption flavoured loot crate, and it's £90.
I bet they actually had a full-on chat to decide on how much they were going to charge, and someone probably said, "No, wait, 100. It's too much. Let's make it 90."
But let's take the game away.
Yes.
Fucking hell. Mate, we're in the wrong business. We really are.
Clearly we should be making video games.
Yeah. Or just selling shit to gullible people.
Sell something branded by a game that isn't even out yet, but will be popular based entirely on the fact that we are popular.
Yeah. We have to get popular first.
I suppose. Although they probably couldn't do the same for an LA Noire 2.
No, probably not. Probably not.
Well, though Rockstar Table Tennis 2 would probably get a lot of people buying it.
How about Midnight Club 3?
No, I think that one exists.
Midnight Club 4?
I think there was a Midnight Club that was released after 3 that wasn't called 4, but had a different name, and I can't remember what it was.
I know Midnight Club and I know Midnight Club LA.
It was Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Dub Edition.
Yeah.
That definitely came out in like 2003.
Yeah, I think so. I'm pretty sure it was used to
fucking hell.
advertise something that I used to watch on Sky One or something, possibly.
Okay.
Sponsored by
what?
Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition.
You know what? You may be right, and you may be talking about SmackDown.
It's entirely possible I am.
Because SmackDown, for a long time when it was on Sky One, was sponsored by whatever the latest fucking video game was.
It was usually sponsored by whatever the most random nearest THQ game was.
Yeah. So it's usually Warhammer or that SmackDown versus Raw game.
Oh, or that military shooter that was actually okay.
Which one?
The THQ one, obviously.
Fucking hell. Military shooter from THQ. Homefront.
No, maybe it wasn't Homefront. See, now I'm gonna fucking spend ages trying to find the fucking thing. Wait, no, I think I know. It's Frontlines. I think it was Frontlines.
Fuel of War?
Yeah.
Okay.
It wasn't terrible. I think was my exact description of it. That's all I remember. All I remember was that game being used to advertise something on Sky One.
My problem with
Frontline's
Frontline's Fuel of War was the fucking terrible controls. Outside of that, it was not that bad.
Pretty sure it only had like a 3-year lifespan before they turned the servers off.
Yeah.
To be fair, that was quite a long time for a game that probably shouldn't have had that long.
Yeah. Right. Now we figured that out.
Yep.
Do we want to talk about what we've been playing, or do you want to just skip ahead and go to E3?
Skip it. I've not played anything new or worthwhile to talk about.
Fair enough. I played Vampire. There's a review
you
on the
did.
YouTube channel. Go and look at that. It's yeah. I have nothing left to say. I finished it. It didn't improve that much. It's all right. Well, I suppose we talk about E3. Are you excited about E3 this year?
Yes, but only because of some of the rumors that I've been seeing for a couple of things that are coming out that I'll obviously talk about at relevant moments.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a couple of interesting things coming.
See, I find myself now, as the years go on, I find myself just getting more and more frustrated the week before E3. Because we just spend our entire time just seeing leaks.
Oh yeah, they're just rumors and leaks galore, and it's like nothing new is going to be advertised. And in fact, it's not going to cause any hype when you show it off the game because you already leaked it like 3 days ago.
Yeah. It just... Well, because I put out a thing on Twitter asking people what they thought and, you know, they're excited for E3 and stuff like that. And the vast majority of responses we got were things like, well, our mate Chad Oliver, one of the few people I know over in the States that does respond to us, he said, I'd like to be surprised if that's at all possible after every major publisher spoiled most of their lineups. E3 isn't as big a deal anymore, but it'll still be fun to see more of the games I'm looking forward to, like Spider-Man, Last of Us 2, GOT, I don't know what that is, Death Stranding, Red Dead Redemption 2, Battlefield 5, etc.
GOT.
Game of Thrones?
That's the only thing I can think of is Game of Thrones.
But it pretty much sums up my thoughts on E3. I mean, I do. I'm like a fucking kid at Christmas. Every year I get really excited about E3.
Gears of Tor.
Yeah. Take time off work and stay up all night watching the press conferences, and like last year and this year again, live tweeting and podcasting, all that kind of shit.
Eat copious amounts of Skittles.
Yeah, Pringles, lots of water, and complain
and
it's far too hot at 4 o'clock in the fucking morning when I really should be in bed.
Yeah.
But every year I just get frustrated before the event. I'm like, well, I've seen everything new. And then you get the poor bastards like Ubisoft rushing to get something that's a big surprise out. And, have Steep. No, I'm good.
Steep 3.
Yeah. But,
Wait, did Steep 2 actually get released?
No.
Or is that still from last year?
It's still from last year.
Got it.
So, but no, I am excited, but I just getting cynical in my old age, mate. But,
I'm not going to disagree with you, Brooks.
But
especially the old part.
Fuck you. Shitbag. Damn kids. So let's have a look at the schedule. So once again, doing their own thing, not actually part of E3. So I guess
Are they actually allowed in E3? Or are they just
no? I don't know. I think they're invited. I think they just decided not to go. So EA Play. EA has their own conference, 7 o'clock Saturday evening, which will probably last about an hour and a half. I don't know, stuff we know is going to be there. So definitely Battlefield 5. Because
still haven't seen the trailer for that.
It's weird. But it looks like fun. It's got this whole not serious thing. It's got its tongue firmly in its cheek. It's not serious at all. It's not taking itself serious, which is an interesting turn to take on a World War II game. But I'm not writing it off, not at all. I adored Battlefield 1, and I thought it was great.
I love the war stories.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to more of that. We'll see. I'm not writing it off. I like Battlefield for the most part. I've never really had proper complaints about Battlefield, so bring it on. Anthem, we'll definitely see some Anthem.
Yeah. I'm not too hyped about Anthem anymore. It looked really cool, but after the last couple of things that I've seen coming out of EA, really less interested.
If it comes out and its quality and its fun factor is more Titanfall than Destiny, I'll be a happy man. But
yeah,
I'm not holding my breath. I have EA access. I will try it when it comes out and make a decision after that. And we'll get the usual sporty things: Madden, FIFA,
The Journey Part 3.
Yeah, EA Cricket, EA Lawn Darts. I don't know.
And I saw a rumor for Skate 4.
Skate 4 is never going to happen.
Apparently, they've just turned the servers back on for Skate 3 with it gone backwards compatible.
Okay. I mean, I wouldn't put it past EA, but that would be a lot of... Do we want Skate 4? I mean, I asked this, I didn't like Skate. I really didn't like Skate. Do people that like Skate want to play Skate 4?
Maybe. We haven't had a skateboarding game in this generation, as far as I'm aware.
When was Tony Hawk's Ride? That was a few years ago, wasn't it?
I think it was about 6 years ago.
Okay. All right.
So, a big open world multiplayer skating game with no loading screens or anything. Could be quite fun.
Yeah.
Just have a big old city. Half pipes everywhere. A shark to jump.
So, what do you reckon? Anything you'd like to see out of EA that isn't on that list?
I don't know. Maybe a hint to a new Mass Effect or Dragon Age.
I wouldn't be surprised if we saw another Dragon Age.
I very much doubt there'll be anything about Mass Effect because I think that...
No, I think Mass Effect may be dead.
Yeah.
And Andromeda killed it.
Maybe a little, I don't know, Mass Effect trilogy remaster.
Yeah, that could work.
But I don't think they would use E3 for that. I think they would just announce it at some point, like not even on N7 day. They'll just go like September or something. They'll just say
Yeah.
it'll be released in November, but not on N7 day.
Just to be dicks.
Yeah.
Okay. What would
What about
you,
you?
if you had a,
You
well, what about me? I don't know. I would like to see, if we go the remaster route, I wouldn't mind seeing Dead Space remastered. I
no,
would,
not Dead Space 4 then.
I would take Dead Space 4 if they went back to the quality of 1 and 2 and not the awfulness of 3. 1 and 2 were genuinely really, really good horror games, and they were good horror games because they weren't co-op. You can't have a co-op horror game because it relies on both people being scared at the same time, and you cannot do that. It's impossible.
True.
Three had absolutely no atmosphere to it whatsoever. I just no. I think that would be it.
Army of 4.
I tell you what, I would be more interested. I hope we get 1 or 2 to see what they do with their EA Originals brand.
Yeah. After
Because you know what, A Way Out was really good.
yeah, after A Way Out, yeah, more EA originals that end up being good games would
Yeah.
be great.
You know, honestly, even if they're not great games, even if they're just a bit of fun, so you know, A Way Out or Unravel, stuff like that, I'll take something like that. And we usually get 1 or 2, so I'm curious to see what we
A Way
get
Out Part 2, where you're the dude's son and you get vengeance on your father's death.
by riding the bike that his mate fixed.
Exactly.
A Way Out 2, Electric Boogaloo. Yeah, reckon that surprises for anything?
um,
A big comeback of something?
Possibly, you might see some stuff. I honestly, I can't think of anything that EA haven't already beaten to death.
How about Titanfall 3? Reckon we'll get Titanfall 3?
No, I don't think we'll see any more Titanfall for a little while. I think after they fucked up 2,
Yeah.
I think we might not see a Titanfall for another year, maybe.
Maybe something new from Respawn. I wouldn't mind seeing something, you know, even if it's just Respawn are working on this, you'll see it in like 2023. Or never, like that Criterion Racer thing. Oh, we haven't had a Need for Speed announcement yet.
This is true. Maybe we'll have a Burnout instead.
Burnout Paradise 2.
Or just a Burnout game.
Yeah.
Any open world Burnout game. Maybe not in Paradise City. They probably... You know what the real reason why Burnout Paradise took so long to get remastered?
Go on then.
I bet Axl Rose was being a dick about it.
I don't know, man. That dude seems to be rolling in money. I don't think he cares about anything anymore. He's just, yep, more money. Bring it on.
Yeah, but it's not always about the money for him. Sometimes it is just being a dick for the sake of it.
Yeah. I'm liking Axl Rose at the moment because, you know, he's done good work recently. Okay, so that's EA. So I'll tell you what, so we get like we get 26 hours.
Of sleep.
To sleep.
This is all the sleep we'll get for the rest of the week.
But you say that. So this is Saturday, Sunday. So actually this is the weekend. I've got the wife and kid at home while this is going on. So I've got to work around the wife and kid when I did, well, work around, not really, because it's 7 o'clock and 9 o'clock, the kid should be in bed. But yeah, so 9 o'clock Sunday night. So this is where, like, E3 in the air quotes that you can't see me pulling begins. The Microsoft press conference.
Yep.
We're going to see a new Forza game.
Horizon.
Should be Horizon 4.
Yep.
Yeah. We will see a new car, probably.
Yes, an actual car announcement.
More cars being sold.
Probably another Porsche.
Maybe.
I think they've got the deal with Porsche.
What games are we going to see, apart from Forza?
I think we'll probably get a Halo announcement.
Okay.
'cause we haven't had one in a little while.
Yep.
Um,
Gears 5?
no, I don't know if we'll get a Gears because didn't we have 4 last year or whatever the last one was?
Was 4 last year? 4 was
2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Okay, so we might get a 4. 5.
5.
Gears 5. Assuming 4 can have a sequel. Not
Yes.
played it.
Have you not?
No. I'm still part of the way through Gears 1.
Gears 4, I have to admit, Gears 4 took way too long to get started, but once it got started, it was very good. But the problem was, it was really short as well. So,
So it took really long to get started, then got started and finished.
like, I'm talking 2.5 to 3 hours before the story really kicked in. Like, I was close to giving up and eBaying my copy. Story kicked in. Next minute I know, story's done. Like, it's only, I think it maybe took me 7 or 8 hours. Wasn't a long game. But I really liked Gears 4. I'd take Gears 5.
I don't know
My,
if I finished Gears
Microsoft
1.
worries me. You know,
Crackdown.
yeah, see, this is kind of why they worry me.
More Crackdown.
I don't want to see Crackdown again.
Bring back
Unless,
Scalebound.
unless they go, have a look at Crackdown 3. Oh yeah, and it's available now. And the fucking internet melts as everybody tries to download Crackdown 3. You know, available on Game Pass now.
Yeah, Crackdown was a launch title. Crackdown was announced with the console. It's
Yep,
now 5 years later.
yep. And it was supposed to be a launch with the One X, and it's just not. You know, I don't know, mate. But Microsoft really need to pick something up. You know, pick something out of their ass, because like, last year they could show off the One X and they could make the One X their big deal. One X is out now. We
They
need
can
some games.
they can show off the One X games that are coming.
But what I mean is, we need to. Okay, so when I put my tweet out, so our mate and regular guest Matt Lamborn, Xbox needs some killer games. Hoping for a Doom sequel, more Death Stranding, and Black Ops 4 news. But the rest of it we'll talk about in a bit. Xbox needs some killer games. I don't think I could agree more.
Unless they've signed some exclusivity deals again with some third-party companies, it's going to be a difficult one. So
It is.
unless they've got some kind of deal with Ubisoft and they can show off a couple of games, or Acti and they can show off a couple of games.
Yeah, see, I think because last year we first saw Origins at the Microsoft Conference. So we might see new Assassin's Creed there. But and the thing is, I will buy Origins or whatever the next one's called on Xbox. That's fine. But you need to give people an excuse to buy an Xbox over a PS4, and that excuse has to be games.
Yeah.
And I can't think of any. And I know I don't. You know, I'm kind of always Forza. No, I don't care. But it's Forza. I don't care. I don't care about racing games. Gears would sell me, but Gears 5, that's a pretty fucking safe bet. So's Halo.
Yeah.
Give me
But
something new and exclusive, man.
Halo 6, I think it would be,
Yeah.
and Gears 5 clearly shows a problem because these aren't console sellers anymore.
No.
Yes, they're great games. Yes, they're great franchises. The same with Forza. Horizon 4?
Yeah.
This is not a good look because
Well,
how
Horizon
many
4 after last year's Forza Motorsport 7.
Yeah.
That's 11 games, man.
Gran Turismo is not on that list.
No.
That is anywhere near that.
No.
And Gran Turismo's been going a hell of a lot longer.
So
You can't make yearly franchises out of a racing game.
no, you can't. So I don't know. I don't know what I want to guess at Microsoft showing. Maybe
New
if
console.
we will. I've got the console question at the bottom of my list. This will come. Don't you worry.
Maybe they'll show off some new hardware that will go with the One X,
Yeah,
like I don't know, a portable TV you plug into it.
yeah. Not a VR headset. You don't fancy an Xbox VR kit?
Well, apparently the HoloLens thing,
Yeah.
which is still kind of going and being used by companies as an actual thing instead of
Yeah,
being released to the masses for gamers.
yeah.
Yeah,
Fable?
augmented reality. Oh God, a new Fable game.
You reckon a new Fable? I reckon we'll see a new Fable.
We
I,
might see we might see another cute, funny game that's because after Sea of Thieves advertising and the actual game that was released,
yeah,
could be hilarious to see them advertise a cute and fuzzy Fable.
yeah,
Conker,
yeah,
because I think we had a Conker announcement last year,
yeah.
and we've not seen anything from that.
No, so another teaser, do you think, or actual?
I think actual gameplay for Conker. We'll probably get a big chunk of ID at Xbox where they show off a lot of their indie
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. See, those I'm interested in. Because I do think, as much as people rag on Microsoft a lot, I do think they're putting a lot of money behind their idea Xbox stuff.
The thing is they've released this console that's stupid powerful for a games console,
Yeah,
and then they've put all their eggs in the indie developers basket, which aren't getting the performance of the console.
no, they're still kind of playing on the home entertainment system as opposed to home console thing. So we now have a 4K console, so you can watch 4K films. Well, yeah, I got a Blu-ray player and an Apple TV for that. I don't need my Xbox, lads.
My TV can play 4K films from itself.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I am cynical about Microsoft.
Yeah,
Hardware can't sell it because even if you show me a new console, it won't be out for another couple of years. I need games that are going to be out this year.
just trying to think back to the EGX, the Xbox section, what the games were available. So apart from Assassin's Creed,
PUBG,
yeah,
Forza. I think everything that we played that was on an Xbox is now out. That wasn't an indie title because like Hunt Down and stuff still isn't out.
yeah.
But all the big games,
Um, Probably get something out of PUBG, maybe.
yeah. What
Maybe
else was there? Sea of
another
Thieves
map.
was there. Super Lucky's Tale was there. They're all out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just the next Assassin's Creed game will be
Yeah.
shown off at the Xbox store, I think.
That just makes me
Unless
sad.
unless Ubisoft feel a bit iffy about the whole thing and go, you know what, you can't show it off. We want to do it. We want to put it up on ours first,
Yeah.
and then Sony will have it.
Maybe. I don't think Sony will have it. Sony got weird plans this year. Yeah. But no, I want new games, preferably new IPs. I want stuff that's going to be out this year. Oh, I don't want to be waiting another 3 years for Crackdown 3. If I get to the end of E3 and they haven't said Crackdown 3 is available now, I probably won't ever play Crackdown 3.
No one will ever play Crackdown 3.
No.
It's not happening.
But
They're actually going to skip it and go to Crackdown 4 and say, oh, didn't you get Crackdown 3? It was out ages ago. Here's Crackdown 4.
but talking like games that are going to be out this year, last year when Bethesda done their show, they stood up on the stage and they said everything we're going to show you is going to be out by the end of the year, and they delivered on that. Everything they showed on that stage, and they showed a fair amount of stuff, was all out by the end of the year. I'm kind of hoping for that again this year, because at 2:30 on Monday morning, Bethesda's Beth E3 thing, or B3 show is on, and I know you don't care about Bethesda.
No, I do not.
There's like 50% of Bethesda IP I couldn't give two shits about, but I do quite like Bethesda. So what we know we're going to see Rage 2, and we're going to see Fallout 76.
Why is it called 76?
I mean, remembering that you're talking to somebody that doesn't like Fallout and hasn't played any of the recent ones.
Did I just miss a big chunk of Fallouts?
No. Apparently, Vault 76 was the first vault to open after whatever happens in Fallout to make people go into the vault. So, this is what's kind of spawned a lot of rumours about this being like a Rust-style survival game as opposed to the Fallout games that people know and love.
Okay.
Or just know. But the problem is I don't know Fallout well enough to really speak of it at all. I am kind of enjoying watching people lose their shit over the idea that there's a new Fallout game, but it might not be the Fallout game they want. The fact that it looks like a build and survive game is interesting, but I probably won't play it. But I'm curious to see what they do with it. I like the way Bethesda trolled their fans for 24 hours before they showed it off.
Yep.
Which was amazing. Because, like, did you see any of the stream?
No.
It was fucking brilliant. It was basically just Pip-Boy on a stream for like 20 hours. At one point, they got Pip-Boy and tucked him into bed and then turned the light off, but left the stream on. These guys fucked off home. Every Fallout fan was stuck glued to this black screen for 8 hours while people went home for the night. I couldn't fucking believe it.
And people wonder why I hate Bethesda.
That's not Bethesda's fault. It's marketing and trolling. I think that's fucking genius. Whether or not you like Fallout, I think that's fucking brilliant. Rage, on the other hand, no one asked for a Rage sequel, but it does look interesting, and it's been made by the guys that made, or part made by the guys that made Just Cause and Mad Max. So we'll see. The thing with Bethesda, 50% of their IP I really don't like. 50% of their IP I think is amazing. So I quite like Matt. I'm really kind of hoping for Doom 2. You know, new Doom would be amazing because last Doom was fucking brilliant. Maybe a standalone DLC expansion thing for Prey?
Maybe.
Don't know what else.
Skyrim for Pip-Boy.
Maybe. I do kind of reckon we might get like a Fallout remastered, maybe Fallout 3 and or New Vegas coming onto Switch. That would be my bet.
New Vegas would definitely sell a little bit.
Mm-hmm. If I wanted to go a bit left field and, you know, what would be really nice, I'd like a new Quake game, a proper Quake game, you know, in the style of Doom. But I'm assuming id are very busy working on Rage at the moment, so we won't get a new id game, I don't think.
No, probably not.
Outside of that, don't know. I will be interested in anything from the guys that made Dishonored, so I'll be keeping an eye out for that. But like I say, that will probably be Prey expansion. Don't know. I don't know. Bethesda's always interesting. They always do something fun. So we'll see. But I'm guessing you have nothing to say on Bethesda.
No, not really.
So what's that? That's 2:30 Monday morning. And then bed for a bit. And then 9 o'clock Monday night is the Ubisoft Conference. Now, Ubisoft, I don't know why they've done this, but they seem to have shot themselves in the foot just a little bit. So, they allowed their new Assassin's Creed game to leak. And these guys need to stop trying to sell merch before their games come out. Because Assassin's Creed Origins was leaked because someone had a t-shirt with a picture of Bayek on it. And this year, Assassin's Creed, I've forgotten what it's called.
Odyssey.
Odyssey. I just wrote Assassin's Creed Sparta. It's not quite that.
It's because there was just a picture of the dude kicking some other dude in the chest.
Pretty much.
Got it.
So yeah, Assassin's Creed Odyssey was leaked. Might have been GameStop, might have been someone else. They had an Assassin's Creed Odyssey keyring.
Yep.
Ubi, man, stop trying to sell your merch before you've announced your games. You fucking idiots. I don't get it. I just don't. They've announced. Sorry, go on.
I said I like that it's called Odyssey, which means that it could be set around a time when there's going to be a lot of interesting characters from old tales of ancient Greece.
Yeah. I think it's going to be quite interesting because you haven't played Assassin's Creed Origins yet, have you?
No.
So there's a lot of talk of like the Egyptian gods and all that kind of stuff, which you would expect because it's ancient Egypt and that was a big part of their culture. But I really kind of liked following on from that with doing it in Greece, because with God of War not being in Greece anymore, it kind of leaves a hole where I want to be. You know, I want Greek gods. You know, bring on Zeus. I'm not saying I want to go and kill Zeus, but bring that world back into my games. I'll be a very happy man. But I've tried to avoid a lot of the rumors and things. I have read some interesting ones. I was like, it's going to be. Well, the first one I read was it's going to have like full-on dialogue trees, and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, well, this just makes it. Well, now it's actually an RPG.
Yeah, instead of being a full-on action RPG, now it's an RPG.
Yeah. So
talking trees and upgrades.
Yeah.
And having to spec out armor and attach things to your swords.
Yeah. So
stops being fun for you.
We'll see, because I don't play games that are that deep really usually. So maybe that's the bit that stops me from playing Assassin's Creed from here on in. I do think I hope they're going to release it next year, not this year.
Yeah, annual release Assassin's Creed again after they spent ages saying, "Oh yeah, we're not going to do annual release. We're going to, wait a little year."
Basically, half of their marketing for Assassin's Creed Origins was, we've taken a year off to give our dev teams a break. Give our dev teams time to work. Now, while a lot of people will understand, there was definitely another team making Odyssey, so they also got an extra year. A lot of people probably won't realise that, and will just go, "Oh, and your Assassin's Creed." No.
Yep.
I do think they'd be.
Yeah, they had their year break. Now now they're back to annual releases again.
And on top of that, I mean, I'm happy if they stick it out, even if they delay it 6 months and put it out March, April next year. I'd be okay with that. Don't release it in the same fucking window as Red Dead Redemption 2, because your game will be annihilated. I don't care how good you think the Assassin's Creed name is, it ain't as good as Red Dead Redemption, and it ain't going to sell anywhere near as much as Red Dead Redemption. Don't try and compete with it.
Speaking of Red Dead Redemption, that will have something at the Xbox thing, because I think there's a partnership over Red Dead for Xbox.
Okay. That would be interesting.
Like how GTA has a weird partnership with Sony.
Yeah, because obviously GTA 5, all the tie-in marketing and stuff was PlayStation, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. So maybe we'll see some of that at the Xbox thing. See, I don't really. The problem there is that's a massive game, and it's a game worth spending time on. But it's also a game you can hide the fact that you've got nothing else to show with.
Yep.
Yeah. Now I'm even less excited about Microsoft. What else do we know about Ubi? Oh, Division 2. Ubi have actually come out and said there's going to be the Division 2.
Yeah, I was going to say I'm pretty sure that one was actually properly confirmed as opposed to leaked.
Yeah, no, it wasn't leaked. That was Ubisoft saying Division 2 is a thing. So that will almost definitely be seen.
Well, as long as Division 2 starts the way that Division 1 has currently sitting, it could end up being a good game instead of starting like a piece of shit.
Yeah, me and open worlds at the moment are not agreeing, like, at all. I've got too many big open world games to play and not enough time to play them. So
yeah,
open world
it'd be nice
MMO,
to have a nice linear game.
Yeah. Red Dead Redemption I think will be my big open world game for this year. Assassin's Creed can wait, and so can The Division. Anything else you reckon from Ubi?
Didn't they show off Beyond Good and Evil last year?
Yeah, they did. They had the cinematic thing, didn't they? With
Yeah,
swearing monkeys and things. So,
exactly.
you reckon we'll see more Beyond Good and Evil 2 this year then?
Yeah, I think that wasn't that one of the ones that wasn't even hinted at remotely. They just kind of let it happen and saw all of the people in the crowd cream their pants.
Yeah. Yeah,
Uh,
there have been a lot of people wanting Beyond Good and Evil 2 for a long time.
that's because Sam and Max have been, hinted and put into multiple other games in some way.
Yeah.
I think a lot of Ubi games in the last couple of years have had the Sam and Max characters in like posters and stuff just in the background.
Yeah.
I actually think that the Assassin's Creed games, when it went into the building world, the actual real world, as opposed to the Matrix version of Assassin's Creed that it is now for some reason,
Yeah.
where you sit at a computer screen to go into the Animus. Almost call it the Aminus then.
I don't know. You excited about Beyond Good and Evil 2? Because I'm not really. Just because I wasn't a fan of the first. So.
Excited? Probably not.
Would you
Willing
play
to
number
play
2?
it? Yeah, I'd give it a go. Just because it's coming out at some point in the near future. I'd like
Cool.
to assume it's coming out this year, but it probably won't be till like March or something.
What else could we have? Do you reckon? New Splinter Cell.
Yes, please.
Well,
100%. New Splinter Cell. I
New,
don't care
Spl-
what it's called.
New Splinter Cell needs to happen. I think. I think we get New Splinter Cell. I think them. I think Sam Fisher making an appearance in Ghost Recon, and them seeing just how fucking mental everyone went just proves that we want a new Blacklist, a new Splinter Cell.
Yeah.
Especially because they got Michael Ironside back to do the voice work, which is kind of cool.
Let's have a big Ubisoft how with Ghost Recon Wildlands. Let's bust out more games that help along with that story and go for another Hawks game set over the Wildlands area.
So basically, you want a Tom Clancy extended universe.
Yep. Again, so what was it? It was a Graw 2,
Yep.
Hawks 1, and End War.
Yep. Oh God, End War was so shit.
Yes, it was. Let's have
so shit.
an RTS that's voice controlled.
Just so fucking terrible. What the fuck were people thinking?
I don't know why anyone thought that was a good idea.
Uh,
Considering Halo Wars 2 was successful, console RTS games might be making a comeback.
Comeback's a strong word.
I'm pretty sure there's a new Command & Conquer possibly coming for console.
Oh God, no. See, I would play another Command and Conquer gladly on a PC with a mouse, because that's the only way to play a fucking Command and Conquer game. I am not doing it like I did with Rise. No, not Rise. It may have been called Rise. There was one on the PS3 that was basically, it was a PS3 Move exclusive. So you highlighted your units with the Move controller and then swung them around. It was so shit. So shit. I'm not doing that anymore.
So maybe we'll have... I tell you what, EA announced Command & Conquer for console, and then Microsoft announced mouse and keyboard support for Xbox.
Yeah, okay. Still not sure I'd play it, but yeah, okay.
Because mouse and keyboard support's been rumored for a while, and there have been third-party devices for enabling mouse and keyboard support for certain games, which has caused people to get banned from those games.
Yeah.
Including Battlefield, I think. You can get a permaban from Battlefield on Xbox if you have one of the USB mouse and keyboard controller things.
Wow. Way to screw over your fan base.
Yeah.
What about what else we got for Ubi? Watch Dogs.
Watch Dogs 3. I didn't play 2.
I played it for a little while. I
Is it
rented it.
is it better than the first one?
Yes,
I can't believe I
significantly so.
finished the first one.
I did not like the first one. I finished it. Did not like it at all. I am currently waiting for a sale that includes the gold edition of Watch Dogs 2, and I will pick it up digitally. You know, if I can pick it up for 20 quid, I'm happy with that. I really want to finish it, but I played it. I only rented it because I wanted to see if it was any good before another game came out. I can't even remember what the other game was, but I'd bought the other game and I was more excited about that. So I never finished Watch Dogs 2. So I'd like to give that a go. But yeah, I reckon we could probably see Watch Dogs 3. But
Just realised that Ubi are very good at making really shit first games to franchises that end up with a really weird cult following to them to make it so they make a second one which ends up being really good. So
Ubisoft at the moment tends to be they make good games a year after they come out.
that too.
All of
I
their
mean,
games.
Assassin's Creed 1 was pretty rubbish.
Assassin's Creed 1 was terrible, and that's coming from an Assassin's Creed super fan. I fucking
Yeah.
loved Assassin's Creed 1, but it was so bad.
And then 2 ended up being phenomenal.
Yep.
And the whole Assassin's Creed franchise has kicked on from that.
Yep. It has
The
had its ups
Crew
and
was
downs.
awful. The Crew, but has a small cult following, and the Crew 2 was supposed to be better.
Well, The Crew was worth playing again a year after it came out. I bought it on sale, 15 quid I think I paid for it, and played it for hours on end, which for a racing game for me is not bad. Really liked it while I was playing it. Haven't finished it because I never will. I played the beta for The Crew 2 last week, and it's crap. It's mainly crap because it's not a car racing game anymore.
Well, okay.
It's also a plane racing game and
Oh,
a boat racing game,
yay.
and it's all about how many followers you have.
Oh, okay. So it's basically steep, but instead of mountains and going,
Yeah,
what's it? What's steep? Snowboards,
so
skiing.
snowboards, skis, and paragliding.
Yeah,
So now it's
because
cars, boats, and planes.
planes, trains, and automobiles.
Yep. I was bored.
I couldn't tell.
So bored, in fact, that just talking about it is making me fall asleep.
Steep 2.
How about Steep versus For Honor? Or For Honor cross Steep, so just Vikings snowboarding.
Snowboarding Vikings.
Absolutely.
Technically, aren't people from Sweden already snowboarding Vikings?
Paragliding Vikings.
Same answer.
Okay. Skiing Samurais.
Are there not mountains in Japan?
Not that you ski on, I don't think.
I suppose not. Mount Fuji's a little bit dangerous to do that.
Yes.
I think I'm probably a little bit more excited for Ubisoft than almost any of the other conferences.
Ubisoft always have something worth looking at, even if it's predictable and a bit shit looking. They're always fun. They're always a bit of a laugh. And they're on at a decent time as well. They're on at that time of night where you're in the full flow of stuff, and now you've got to wait till 2 o'clock for Sony.
Yeah. As long as Ubisoft decide to bring out Aisha Tyler again, that'd be hilarious.
Yeah, well, she wasn't there last year, was she? Which is a shame.
But maybe with another Watch Dogs announcement.
Yeah. Maybe. Oh, shit. I just lost my schedule of things we were talking about.
I'll give you a hint. The next one's Sony.
Oh, it's not. We've missed Square.
I suppose, yeah.
Square is 6 o'clock on Monday. So between Bethesda and Ubisoft, we have Square Enix have a pre-recorded show that they're going to show off. That they're going to put up. So
Tomb Raider.
outside of Shadow of the Tomb Raider, I don't know what I'm expecting.
Rumored for Hitman 2. apparently.
I'd take Hitman 2 quite gladly. I really, really liked Hitman, like the new one. Even in the episodic format that everybody seemed to not like, I really liked it.
Yeah.
What else does Square make? Final Fantasy games.
Yeah.
Do we see the Final Fantasy VII remake this year?
Possibly, but that will probably be held on to for Sony.
Yeah. I think if we don't, I think it might be time to just admit that the Final Fantasy VII remake isn't going to happen. Because it was announced like 4 years ago.
Didn't they go to say it was going to be made episodically?
Mm-hmm. But we haven't even had a hint of an episode 1 yet.
No. They could release episode 1 and then wait 2 years before episode 2.
Yep. And that will definitely happen as well. If they make it episodic, if Square do it, it will definitely be here's episode 1, and then your grandchildren can play episode 2. I don't know. I don't know what I'm expecting to see out of Square. I'm curious to see some Tomb Raider, but I'm also aware that I haven't finished Rise of the Tomb Raider yet, and I'd rather they didn't spoil it for me. But, you know, shit happens. Such is life. Last year, Bethesda spoiled Dishonored for me, so can't complain. If I don't finish the games, I can't complain that they get spoiled for me 2 years later.
True. I mean, 2 years is probably long enough that spoilers should really not be a thing.
Well, yeah, the thing is, I would say, you know, if you and me were talking, and I said, you know, I've not finished Tomb Raider, you go, okay, well, I won't spoil it then. But if I go out of my way to sit and watch a video game show from the publishers and creators of these video games 2 years after their last one came out, I'm pretty sure the only person I've got to blame is myself.
True. Probably shouldn't be looking at things like Bethesda when you haven't finished games.
No, and this is the thing. I knew I hadn't finished Dishonored 2, and I knew they were going to say something about Death of the Outsider. We didn't know it was called Death of the Outsider then, but you know, it was going to spoil it, and you know, I watched it anyway. It was a massive fucking spoiler. I really shouldn't have watched it, and I know that's coming as well because if they say anything about Prey, I haven't finished Prey yet. More fucking games from this year I haven't finished, for fuck's sake. Well, Prey was last year. What was it? It really doesn't matter. So yeah, so I'll probably get Rise of the Tomb Raider spoiled for me. That's fine. I'll deal with it. But yeah, I'm not sure what else to expect from Square.
I can't remember what Square make.
Deus Ex? Nah.
Sleeping Dogs?
Yeah. Either of those two coming back would be good. But I don't think that's going to happen.
Be great though.
Oh yeah, it really would. But I tell you what we get actually, because aren't Square and Eidos making an Avengers game?
Yes. Yeah, they are. That'd be awesome.
I bet we see that now that Infinity War's happened.
Yeah.
Oh god, I hope they don't put Infinity War spoilers. There would be so much fucking nerd rage.
Is it? It's not MCU, is it?
Don't know.
I think it's just that they're making an Avengers game.
You may be right. Yeah, but yeah, I think that's what we'll see. Tomb Raider and Avengers, and Hitman, if they're doing Hitman. So we can skip past Ubisoft because we've done that, and Sony.
Yeah, Sony. You mean you don't want to talk about the PC show?
No. Did you watch the PC show last year?
No.
I caught the highlights of the PC show last year, and by highlights, what I mean is 2 hours of boredom. I'd rather scratch my own eyeball with a toenail.
Not even your own toenail.
No, like a tramp's toenail. Mate, I literally, and I know I can piss a lot of people off saying this if they listen, but I don't care about the PC gaming show. It's a clusterfuck every time. It's overlong, it's boring, it's got nothing of substance to show. You know, E3 ain't the place for that show. It just ain't. So no, I'm not interested in the PC show. Are you interested in the PC show?
No, I'll be asleep.
Good man. 11 o'clock Monday. I will not. I will be editing the Ubisoft podcast. So then 2 o'clock Tuesday morning is the PlayStation press conference. Now, Sony are doing something bizarre this year. Like, they've got an announcement a day every day between now and their conference. And I'm not sure why. Well, no, I am sure why. Because they've said they're going to focus on 4 games exclusively at their press conference. So they're going to focus on the Insomniac Spider-Man game.
Yep.
Last of Us 2, which will probably be their big finisher. Death Stranding. And the Sucker Punch game, Ghost of Tsushima.
So GOT.
Yeah. There you go. Ghost of Tsushima.
There we go.
Figured out the fucking puzzle.
30 minutes late.
I know. But I am very excited for that, I have to admit, because it's Sucker Punch, and I will play anything those guys make. Bring
so
it
excited you forgot what it was called.
Well, yeah. But I don't know. I'm concerned that Days Gone isn't on their schedule of things to talk about.
That's the name of the game I was thinking of.
Days Gone.
Yeah. I was trying to work out what
the
state of decay PlayStation game was.
So, I don't know when I'd be really gutted if we got to the end of E3 and hadn't heard anything more about Days Gone, because I'm really looking forward to that. But yeah, so every day between now and their conference, they're doing an announcement of sorts. So, I can't remember what today's one was. It happened like 6 hours ago. It was like something Tetris or Tetris something. I don't know anything about it. I literally caught it as I was turning on the computer to do the podcast. I think they said they're going to announce
Tetris for Dummies.
Yeah. I think they're going to announce a release date for something tomorrow. I don't know. I'll have to look this up. Yeah. Sony's having 5 days of PlayStation reveals in the run up to E3. So, Sony's earlier today unveiled, there we go, it's called Tetris Effect, due on PS4 and PSVR later this year. Tetris Effect is only the first of 5 announcements, and Sony has teased the remainder, with the final one arriving at 4 PM BST every day until Sunday. Thursday will bring a release date for an upcoming worldwide studios title. What that means, I don't know. Friday will see a new PlayStation 4 game revealed. Saturday brings a new PSVR offering, and Sunday will detail an eagerly anticipated PSVR game. Excuse me, fucking hay fever.
Tetris on VR.
That.
Where the blocks are coming directly at your face.
So it's basically Tumblr. That's what Tumblr is. So, yeah, so their E3 showcase basically lasts 5 days. Sony will almost guaranteed be late, because they always are, so it says 2 o'clock, and it actually probably won't start till closer to 3. It'll be 2 hours, and we'll both be fucking knackered by the end of it. Yeah. I don't know, mate. Would you like to see any surprises from Sony? Do you even care about Sony?
Yeah, I care about Sony. Just because I don't have a PlayStation doesn't mean I'm not interested in the stuff that's happening. Let's be honest, you kind of need to look at the competition, in air quotes, as a big Xbox fan, to see what's happening in the other world.
Yeah.
To find out how shit Xbox are really doing.
True.
But what if a PS Vita 2?
Oh God, can you imagine?
We've just canned the PS Vita finally, and now here's the sequel.
The thing is, I'd go out and buy one in a heartbeat.
I wouldn't. Not this time.
I wouldn't need one. I've got a Switch, but I'd still go out and buy one. That would be cool though. I reckon we'll get some stealthy God of War DLC. I reckon. God of War they'll go the same route they went with Horizon. So base game is done. Base game has sold a shitload and it's done really really well. Now they're going to announce that they're working on DLC, and we'll see DLC like September October time. I reckon, yeah, almost certainly, because there is a lot of room for DLC in God of War. But yeah, I don't know what else. Last of Us 2, I think we need a release date now.
Yeah.
It's been teased long enough.
2 years.
I'm sick of fucking waiting. Tell me when The Last of Us 2 is coming out. Tell me that it's going to be hardware exclusive to the PlayStation 5. I don't care. Tell me when it's coming out so I can start saving my pennies for it. And I can tell work when I'm going to be off. Because I will be booking time off for The Last of Us 2.
Or what if more Uncharted happens?
Core, there'd be fucking uproar. Like, genuinely, I think people would go absolutely mental if Naughty Dog said, yeah, we've got another Uncharted game coming before they release The Last of Us 2.
Like, maybe not so much a no Uncharted game, but another Uncharted standalone DLC title.
Yeah.
Like whatever
Like
the
Lost
recent...
Legacy was.
Yeah.
Maybe. I think that would be accepted if, again, it'll be out this week. So you're not just teasing us with shit.
Yeah, but that's what Sony are very good at. They're amazing at the cock tease.
But this has always been my issue with Sony. And as much as I love their games, and they are killing it with their games at the moment. You know, I'm sick of having games teased 2-3 years in advance. You know, I've seen this will be the third year in a row that I've watched The Last of Us 2 stuff, and the third year in a row that we've seen Days Gone stuff. You know, I don't want to be waiting. I don't want to be taking time off of work to sit up till 4 o'clock in the morning to watch shit I already know about. I want surprises. I want big names. I want big games that are coming in the next 18 months. Not games that will probably take so long to come out, they get a cross-platform release with the PlayStation 5.
Gran Turismo.
I think Gran Turismo, if we get a new one, I think it would be announced if the Forza announcement tanks.
Possibly.
Because Sony do like doing that. They do like swiftly editing their PowerPoint presentation when Xbox do something that pisses people off.
It's one of the reasons to why that they were quite successful at the start of this generation was because of their anti-DRM announcements.
Yeah. Well, they've done the "This is how you share games," just a diagram of someone giving their mate a game.
Yep.
You know, genius, and you can't take anything away from Sony. Their games have been stellar the last couple of years. You know, whether you like Sony or not, their games have been absolutely amazing. But I'm sick of being teased. Show me games again. We'll see Spider-Man stuff for the third year in a row, and it comes out in September. You don't need to show me Spider-Man.
It's at least it's coming out this year.
True.
Although everything I've seen from Spider-Man so far has looked like a glorified cutscene.
I'm quite looking forward to Spider-Man. I'll be renting it because I'm not that big a Spider-Man fan, so I won't spend that much money on it. But it looks fun. It looks like I don't know who Mr. Negative is, but he looks like the kind of character you could only have in a video game because he'd never work in a film.
No.
But yeah, what's after that? What's after Sony? So after that we get like 18 hours.
Yep.
And then it's
5 p.m.
So 5 o'clock Tuesday evening. Nintendo's Treehouse? Is that what they call it?
Maybe.
I remember Colin from last save loaded kind of chastised me for not knowing, and now I'm scared that he's going to do it again. I think it might be called the Treehouse at E3. But I'm not the Nintendo expert, mate. You tell me what we're going to see at Nintendo.
Okay, we will probably see Smash Brothers.
That would get me excited. I'd be okay with that.
I think that was the Metroid rumor announcement thing.
Yes, did they show it off last year or the year before?
I think so.
They definitely shown off Metroid stuff. I just can't remember if it was last year or maybe when they announced the Switch. I don't remember, but we've definitely seen Metroid 4 stuff.
Your favorite franchise, Pokemon?
Way.
Which might not actually get that much, to be fair, considering they just done a fresh announcement thing for Pokemon.
Have you seen the Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee?
Yeah.
Are these things that exist, or are these things that are coming?
These things are coming. They're set in the Pokemon Go-ish realm.
Right.
Where I think you can pass the game mobile and wander around. And you also get a Pokeball that you can probably spend 30 quid to buy. To keep a Pokemon in it as you walk around to make friends with.
Okay.
Bringing back the Pokewalker from Heart Gold, Gold Silver.
Yeah.
Heart Gold, Soul Silver.
Aren't they
but
Infinity Stones?
yes.
Okay.
And the catching mechanic in the game is you actually use the Joy-Con.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool, I think. Certainly an interesting way to do it. I think they also rumored a proper core game for Pokemon, not just the Let's Go stuff.
No.
So that might get an announcement as being an actual core Pokemon game.
Yeah.
What was something else that I saw rumored from Nintendo, and I'm trying to remember what it was. Fucking hell. So many pieces of really, really weird rumors from coming out of Nintendo. That's just most of them are just unbelievable. Like the weird planned partnership between Nintendo and Microsoft.
Okay.
Including some Microsoft characters getting put into Smash Brothers.
That'd be awesome. Did I see a rumor that Fortnite was possibly going to be going to the Switch?
There is a Fortnite rumor, which is mostly picking up traction based on the fact that I think the publisher said it, and Nintendo have kind of just like ignored everything.
It's Epic, isn't it? Epic made Fortnite.
Yeah. So Epic pretty much just said, yeah, Fortnite on Switch, and then that was it. Nintendo just ignored it completely.
Fair enough. Yeah. That could be interesting. That would interest me a lot. I don't know how it would work, because if I'm on a portable console, how do I give it internet? Internet on trains is not good.
No.
So I don't know how I play Fortnite on a train. I would give it a go, though.
Not in this country, anyway.
No.
Maybe we'll get a Mario Golf.
Okay. I could do that. I could play golf with a little Joy-Con in my living room. Shit, yeah, son.
Yeah. After the success of Mario Tennis, which has come around. So Mario Golf, possibly.
Yeah. Is Mario Tennis out?
I think so. There's a demo for it, but if you buy the actual game, don't delete the demo first.
Okay.
Because it recognizes the fact that you own the demo and you get extra bonus stuff in the regular game.
Fair enough.
But it will only recognize it if you have the demo still downloaded.
I might send South Park back and rent Mario Tennis. If me and Nikita can play tennis in the living room.
But if Fortnite does come around, it will answer some questions that people have been asking about Nintendo's communication stuff.
Yeah. Well, see, this is the problem with Fortnite and Nintendo in general because their online chat is fucking terrible. Maybe we'll get some chat about their online services
Yeah.
that we're going to start paying for soon. But yeah, because they're still going to require the fucking app to do voice chat. Fuck off. Absolutely not. I'm not doing that. I'm not playing Splatoon with mates and then getting my phone out so I can talk to them. If I'm going to do that, I will phone them. I don't get it. But yeah, they will definitely need to sort out their online communications if they're going to put Fortnite on.
Trying to think of some other old titles that I remember from back in the day. Maybe a custom Robo game.
Okay.
It's basically just another Tekken type game, but with robots instead of Pokemon.
Yeah. I'll be okay with that. Give it a butchers. Why not? I don't know. I want to get excited about Nintendo because I have a Switch, so I should be like a good little gamer. But I'm just. We'll see.
Team Sonic Racing. So basically just Mario Kart with Sonic characters.
I've played Team Sonic Racing. I platinumed Team Sonic Racing on the PS3. Why do I need that again?
Because they need to release Sonic Racing and also Crash Team Racing again.
Yeah.
And Crash Bash.
I do reckon we get some Bethesda stuff this year, like we did last year with Doom and Wolfenstein and that.
Yeah, there'll probably be what's the Fallout mobile game?
Fallout, my ass. I don't know. I know what one you mean.
Yeah,
The community builder thing.
yeah. Maybe that on Switch.
Vault builder?
Possibly.
Vault something. Vaults. I know there's vaults.
Yeah. Whatever it's called. Put that on Switch. Maybe Fallout 76 goes on to Switch.
Fallout Shelter.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be perfect on Switch.
Football Manager 19 gets announced on Switch. That'd be cool.
Okay. How about some FIFA? Fancy some FIFA action on the Switch?
No. Although that's been announced that it's going to play and be better than the previous FIFA, so. But it's still not going to be using the Frostbite engine. It'll still be using Ignite. So it might actually be a better game because it's using an engine designed for playing football, not an engine designed for blinding people with a lens flare.
Not a Battlefield engine. Fair enough. Anything else Nintendo-wise?
I don't know, more Mario sports titles maybe. So we'll get the Mario soccer game back, the Mario basketball game.
Mario Frisbee.
Mario, yeah.
Mario Tiddlywinks.
Mario Windjammers.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. Very nice. Just the ability.
More Super Monkey Ball games. Don't know. Is there anything else that can come? I will probably might get some more from Hyrule Warriors.
Yeah.
Just because Nintendo will have a section where they just show off like 50 games in a row.
Yeah. And I'll sit there going, I don't know this one. I don't know this one. Don't know this one. Oh look, no, it's not.
Someone will talk about a blade at some point.
Yeah.
And instead of calling it a sword, they'll just say blade.
They say it enough times, Wesley Snipes will turn up and start killing people.
It's not the Candyman.
But it's Blade.
Although if they were to make a Candyman sequel, Wesley Snipes could absolutely be the main character.
Pretty sure he must be the same age as the guy that plays the Candyman originally.
Probably is.
Just Donald Glover.
Yeah.
Let Donald Glover be the Candyman.
Donald Glover to be every black character in everything. Donald Glover and Idris Elba.
Yeah.
From now on, will be the black guy in every single film franchise.
You're like 3 sentences away from making yourself the bad guy in the next Spike Lee movie.
It's a Spike Lee movie. Aren't they all bad guys?
Well, that's because you're white.
True.
On that note, uh,
I don't think there's anything left.
no. Any big surprises? Do you think we'll see any hardware? Any new hardware?
I wouldn't put it past them to release a special Switch, because they announced the Switch without dock
Yeah.
edition in Japan only at the moment.
Okay.
I wouldn't put it past them to release a new Switch dock or something.
No. What
I
about the
expect-
other? What about the other guys, Sony and Microsoft? Do you think we've seen anything from them?
Microsoft could probably, if they were to just throw out I don't know, a wireless headset like the old 360 one that used to give you ear cramp. For some reason, everybody wants that back.
Okay. Some
don't
people
know.
are just gluttons for punishment.
I don't know. I don't understand why anyone would want the old 360 wireless headset. It was shit. And then they released the second one, which was connected by Bluetooth, which was all just as bad. But if they were to release a fucking wireless headset, loads of people would go absolutely mental for it, and I don't know why.
Some people are, yeah, gluttons for punishment, mate.
How do you get cramp in your ear?
I don't know.
But somehow you can get ear cramp from wearing the fucking wireless headset.
Excellent.
Sony, maybe they'll release a special expansion card for the Pro that makes it a little bit more powerful, like with how the PSVR has the expansion graphics card.
To make it the PS4 Pro
Plus.
Plus. I think that might be where we need to end it, mate.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's our pre-E3 stuff.
Pre-3.
Yeah, same as last year, I think. One of us will be live tweeting each of the conferences, and the other
will
one
host a special.
Yeah. So yeah, for 20-25 minutes per episode, just for what we saw.
What we liked, what we didn't like, what we would wish was actually there instead of what they put on.
Yep. So yeah, it's going to be a busy few days for us, I think.
Who needs sleep?
Nah, don't need sleep. Sleep when I'm dead.
Exactly.
So like Friday. Yeah, I think we can leave it there, mate. Do you want to do recommendations? You got a recommendation you can throw out?
I want to say yes, but I've actually forgotten what it was going to be. It was something was. It's not really a recommendation. It's just a fact that the World Cup is available on FIFA now.
Okay. Is it any
Yeah.
good?
Yes, I won the World Cup.
All on your own.
Probably won't play it again now. I've done the one thing that was there.
Sounds very much like now when I play Madden and I've won the Super Bowl, I'm not playing it anymore.
Pretty much.
It's like the first time I played Madden and won the Super Bowl, I kept going for about 5 more years worth of games. Won the Super Bowl like 5 years in a row. But now, win it once, move on.
Pretty much. It's like I think I'm working my way towards the Stanley Cup on NHL.
Nice. Yeah, cool. FIFA World Cup stuff. I will then recommend, I believe, the last, I'm sure, Assassin's Creed platform game is now on Games for Gold. So if you have the other two, you can now have the last one. I forget what one it is. India.
China. Russia?
Belarus, I don't know, something. Hawaii, Assassin's Creed, Hawaiian volcano. I don't know. But yeah, the last one is there now, so now I've got all 3 games on 2 consoles and I haven't played them.
Yep.
Excellent. So yeah, I think that's where we can wrap it up. So we will be around for E3. We will be live tweeting and podcasting for E3, and so yeah, this episode will go up Friday, and we'll start Saturday night. So till tomorrow, mate. Where can people find you?
In case you forgot, in the last 6 weeks, you can find me on Twitter as John_CU and on Xbox Live as Long Dong Silver.
Cool. And I am, as usual, I'm on Twitter at Brooker411, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, come follow us. We are at Character Unlock on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram, and on YouTube, where you can find all of our podcasts and the occasional video thing that we do. And yeah, assuming there's people left that are going to listen to us after not being around for a few weeks, thank you very much for listening and sticking around and waiting for us. And hopefully the next few days makes up for us not being around for a bit. So yeah, I suppose we'll see you in tomorrow's episode.
We'll see you in like 10 hours.
Yeah. Say goodbye, John.
Goodbye, John.
Bye-bye.